Hello, 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 and welcome to Two Grooms.
In a pod,
I'm Cleo,
and I'm Shannon.
and this is July the 7th, 2026.
Got the year.
No, I was doing dramatic effects.
Oh,
Yes.
oh,
And how are
dramatic
you?
pause.
Yes, dramatic pause. How are you doing?
Great.
Good.
Rested.
Yes, good. Rest is good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. How are you?
Uh, I am pretty good. Uh, I got the next couple days I took off. So always feeling great when I don't have to go in, even though I love my job, but it's still a job nonetheless, and it's always good when you don't have to go in
Because you're about to get busy again.
because I'm about to get busy again.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need a break before
Hmm.
about the quiet before the storm.
Yes. And I wrote a play that I'm doing at this camp, and I d- I wasn't even planning on talking about this, but I guess I should talk about it because it's coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I so many times I thought about taking the play out and doing the play that somebody else wrote that's already published,
Mm-hmm.
and the reason why I was doing it because of fear that my play, that I mean, it's definitely not ready. There it needs rewrites, but can I do it? Can I do the rewrites? Do I want to do that extra work of doing it?
Mm-hmm.
It would just be easier to do somebody else's stuff instead of having to
Okay.
do this. And I just told myself, Cleo, no, that's not going to be the reason that you don't do the play. If there's some other legitimate reason, but you're not doing it because of fear.
Okay.
And so I just told myself that that was unacceptable. That
You
was
can
not
do it.
acceptable.
So you shouldn't let that stop you.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going to
Yeah.
let it stop me.
Good. Good. Good for you.
Yes. So after this podcast, I'm going to go sit down and do some edits
All right.
on the script.
When does it officially start?
We start rehearsal on Monday.
Okay.
So I have a few days to get it further along.
You're going to be off. So
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
good.
work on it and get her together.
Good.
Because
I have faith.
one of these methods, we will get rich somehow
I'm down for that.
off our talents,
I'm down for that.
be it the podcast, be it
Or both.
writing,
Why
be
can't
it
it be
both,
both?
be it the scratch offs,
Yes.
you know,
One of them.
be it the casino. Not that we go to the casino a lot.
We're not
We're not casino girls.
professionals, no.
We can't afford it.
No.
But shall we share just a little bit? We will. We had the benefit of some
We were
benefactors
invited.
who are supporters of the podcast.
Yes.
One of some of our avid listeners invited us to go to the casino with
Mhm.
them. And Shannon was like, "Oh, well, now's not really a good time to go spending money. We're trying to watch our budget."
Mhm.
And then the listener,
Mhm.
who's also like family,
Like family?
like family,
Okay.
and said, "Well, we got you.
Okay.
We got you." Because
Mm.
we want to keep respect people's anonymity.
Right.
And so that's why we're not saying any names.
Right.
And the listener, let's call the listeners because they were a couple. They're a couple. The listeners, let's call them Loretta and Tommy.
Okay.
So LT. So LT invited us to the casino, and as I said, Shannon said, "Hey, budget," and then they said, "We got you, girl.
Okay.
You're covered." And Shannon was like, "Oh, well, say no more." Oh, that was me who said, "Say no more."
Well,
Okay.
I'm always apprehensive because I like to have my own.
Hmm.
So,
Well, we have
well,
money that we wouldn't get. Like, let's say if we got there, they were like, Psych.
Yeah, we
You
have
know, we
money.
could be able to we wouldn't get to where we actually ended up, which was in the El Presidente suite. Okay. That's where they put us in the presidential suite, girl.
I've
Yes.
never been that high
Never been
before.
that high before. Well, I've been that high, but never in a presidential suite.
That's what I meant.
Yes, never in a presidential suite at the top. And it was clearly how the other half lives, y'all. Now, I'm going to paint the picture for those of you who have never been in the presidential suite. Those of you who have been in the presidential suite, maybe moment isn't for you. But one of the things going to do, we're going to have experiences that sometimes we want to share with the listeners. You can live through us, even if you never had the experience. Okay.
Mhm.
So I want we pull up, we valet the car.
That ain't new.
That's nothing new. No. We are given the key to swipe our way up to the floor. You got to swipe your way up.
Mhm.
We open the double doors. It's a double door.
French doors, yes.
Yes. Into now, mind you, let me stop right here.
It
The
had a vestibule.
There's a vestibule, but before we even enter though, there were only uh two rooms on that side of the hotel. There was one and two.
Okay.
And when I mean, sorry, suites, two separate suites. And mind you, on the opposite side of the hotel, on the same floor, there are multiple rooms. But these presidential suites, these two separate ones, were so big that they took up the whole side of I almost said side of the stage, like I'm in theater, but the side of the hotel.
Mm.
Just kind of get your mind. Square footage, what would you say square footage? 15? 15 to
Maybe 15.
15 to 2,000 square foot.
Not 2,000.
15. That's still like a small house. Okay? Because we open the door. Uh, in front of you directly is a pool table. Not right in
Uh-oh.
front of you, right?
No, not in right in front of you, the fireplace.
Oh, the fireplace with the big TV over it. Yes, that's what you first see.
Right,
And then around the fireplace is the pool table.
right,
Beyond the pool table is a large circular dining table,
right,
right? Go to your left, there's a bar, right? Before you go back to the door, in your mind, go back to the entrance.
right.
To your left, there's a bar,
Correct.
right? Because in front of us is the I'm doing
The
a
fireplace.
fireplace, and then to the right of the fireplace is the pool table.
Right,
Go to the left, there's a bar. Around is a living room, which the fireplace is like one of those fireplaces where you can see through it, and there's a TV on the other side too. So it's like TV. What kind of mess is that? Where you got a TV on both sides of the fireplace? That just sounds like chaos. There was also a TV above the bar
correct.
as well, and this was a little sitting area. So you got the living room. Head deeper into. I know y'all are lost. Y'all are lost.
You got them lost. You got them
You
all turned around, upside down.
Well, let me just
It goes into a circle. It's a circle.
forget traveling with me exactly.
Don't.
Just listen to the descriptions, okay? So there's the bar. There's a seating area near the living room area. Near the seating area is a bathroom. Let's say bathroom number one. Okay, that you have your guest over. That's the
That's a
bathroom.
guest bath.
It's the guest bathroom, right? She's nice, big, spacious. I love a big bathroom. In front of next to that bathroom is the master suite. Or I guess now, what's the new word you say now? The primary room. Yes, that's so in there, king size bed, large walk-in closet. Walk in, girl, walk in closet. And when I say walk in, I could spread my arms out and not touch the sides, either side. Like
It's bigger than ours.
it's bigger than our closets at home. Then
I was mad about that.
you then the blinds all were not remote control, but like push button. So you could like push button and the blind was open, push button the blind would close on the wall. Then you go into the bathroom, which was huge. You had a huge walk-in shower with a nice place where you could sit. There were 3 or 4 jets that came out the wall. That water got
3.
so hot. Did you ever
It
get it
was really
down?
no.
The water got a little that's my only complaint. Don't have 2 complaints. The water got too hot. I could not like, on the cold setting, it was still
It was
freaking
no
hot.
cold setting.
There was no cold setting. It was hot, hotter, hottest. Like, that's it. It which the room was, I guess, supposed to be like, what do you call, like a sauna,
Yeah.
that sauna shower or whatever. Bathroom, the toilet or the water closet was not a closet, it was a room, and you could close it, frosted door. Mind you, frosted, because everything in there, the door to the shower is glass, of course.
Mhm.
The shower, the little water closet or water room is frosted glass, so you have your privacy. Because some people don't know how to walk past somebody in the bathroom without looking that way. Okay,
You should close the door.
well, I was like, girl, can you just walk past the door? Why you gotta look towards the
I
bathroom
can
if the
look
door's
anywhere I
open?
want
You can, but why? Like, I don't
as long as
understand.
see what's going on.
You hear the bidet. Shh. That's clear what's going on at that point. Why you got to look in the bathroom? But clearly, it's my fault. I need to shut the door.
That's
It's
what I'm
it's
talking
it's
about.
my fault.
You don't
Uh,
I can't look in.
anyway, so then nice, large sink, not sink, his and her, or in our case, his and his sinks. Uh, Also a place if you someone who prone to do makeup to sit down and do your makeup in a nice cushy chair for makeup. Oh, and a nice big tub that you swore you were going to take a dip in, but you never did. But it was big
Because you
enough.
had me up out too late.
It was big enough for us to get in that tub. Uh, just lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, but that's just the left side of the room of the suite. Let's go back towards the living room. I'm taking you back past the bar, back past
Pool table.
the pool. No, back past the fireplace,
Right.
back past the pool table, back past the now the large 8-seater dining table. Now in the corner there's a little seat, like a little chit chat, because this is the place you come to socialize with people. This is not an introvert's
We're having a
room.
party.
You having a party. There's so many places for people to land. You could easily host 20 people comfortably in that room,
Right.
in that suite. Then you go into the guest bedroom, let's call
The
it.
guest quarters.
Guest quarters, that's better. Guest quarters. There are 2 queens, the queen size beds. I would
They
say they're
say it's
queens.
queen.
They're like,
Well,
hotel
they're
queen.
hotel queen.
Hotel queens. 2 queen size beds, television, dresser drawers,
Yes.
closet with safe, not as big as the other one in the primary. Nice big bathroom, very roomy, nothing to sneeze at. Nice bathroom, shower, all the stuff you want. Listen, Linda, it was luxurious.
I didn't want to leave,
I didn't either.
but you made me leave.
We had to. And our generous hosts who are like family really took care of us. There was a restaurant, and I think we can shout out what the casino we went to. We went to, it was the Live Casino in Bossier City. This is where all this was taking place. And I looked up to see what performers had performed there before.
Mhm.
Genuine, Ashanti, the band Styx has played there before. And you know what I was thinking? We have slept in the bed that Genuine has probably slept in, that Ashanti has slept in. Does that make
Okay.
us stars? I don't know. Star adjacent? I don't know. Uh
It's a stretch, but
yeah, it's
hey,
a stretch.
It's our
uh,
story, so we're telling it.
and so, of course, our LT, our glorious hosts, were like, go to the restaurant. I think it was called, oh, I'm going to bastardize the name. There was an Italian restaurant down near the front desk.
Mhm.
He said, try whatever you want. Try whatever you want. Get a little bit of this, get a little bit of that, try everything. And we treated it like a buffet. We got the for appetizer, the chicken wings, the garlic bread, the calamari. So we'll start there.
Mhm.
The garlic bread
And
was
fries.
and fries, truffle fries. The garlic bread was divine. It was focaccia, toasted,
Who?
buttery. Focaccia, you know her.
I don't know.
Focaccia. Uh, and so we got that. The wings were on the dry side. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna talk about a restaurant that we attended, and I have a whole review for her. Okay, so this
Oh,
this
Lord.
this episode
Thought you
might not
became
be
back to earth.
going in the direction that we were talking about. Okay, okay, that we were planning. But anyway, so we had so the wings were a little dry, but they had a good flavor to them. The calamari was fine. She was fine.
He was fine.
We had better. The fries were good. You know, for fries, it's hard to mess up a French fry. Okay, but they were good. Then for entrees, we had spaghetti and meatballs, which were kind of like a veal. No, what was the meat combo?
Sausage, beef.
Sausage and beef, wagyu beef. That's what made it special. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we had spaghetti and meatballs. My mouth's kind of watering. Spaghetti and meatballs. You had the garlic fettuccine Alfredo
That's
fettuccine,
blackened shrimp fettuccine
a blackened shrimp
Alfredo.
fettuccine Alfredo. I had that same thing but with chicken, and we also had the lasagna. I
Which
miss,
was the star.
and that's it. That's all we
Yeah,
had. The lasagna was clearly the star. It was the star.
yeah.
And our hosts told us that someone had told him that if you take the focaccia bread, slice it in half, and put the lasagna in between it, you could turn it into a sandwich. I said, listen,
That's a fat boy thing.
clearly I'm a big bag, but that's too big bag even for me.
Yeah, that's too much for me.
Okay, that's too much. At least if I
It
had all that.
sounded good.
No, no, but yeah, this is where I would do it. I would go, I haven't eaten
Mhm,
lunch, and I'm going for dinner,
mhm.
and I would try it, and I would only get the lasagna and the bread.
Okay,
No no sides.
okay,
And I would share it.
okay,
That's the conditions under which I would try such big boy activity.
okay.
Such big back activity, I should say.
But that's an activity you do in your room. You don't do it at the restaurant.
You don't do it in front of people?
Right.
Mm. Listen, they know I didn't get this figure from from
Just being cute.
right, from being cute, okay?
Right.
So I'll try it in front of whoever. But that's what they said. But anyway, it was very good. The restaurant there, the Italian restaurant there in Live Casino, I highly recommend it. We did a little gambling.
My money
Um,
went too fast, so, hey.
the money went too fast. Our host gave us a little bit of spending money, just a little bit to play with. And listen, when you have people who love you, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It was a good vacation, a good
Yeah,
trip.
we needed to
Yeah,
get out
we did.
and get away.
Yeah, it was great. And so we checked out the next day. We slept in, checked out, and I was like, okay, we want to try some local fare. I'm always about let's try some local food. And I want to be real honest because at some point during our trip, I started taking notes at this restaurant.
There were a lot of notes.
And the restaurant we went to was called Cassandra's by the River. Now, mind you, I have no idea what kind of restaurant this is. This is in Bossier City, Shreveport. I just wanted some soul food experience. And so we go. It's about 2:30 when we get there. It's after lunch. The restaurant is it's not busy, but it's populated. It's populated. People are there, but it's
It
not like
was
it's like a nice.
we didn't have a wait, but there was
There was no
people in
wait,
there.
but there were people there. Yeah. So we get there. We didn't have to wait that long to be seated. I mean, a bus boy came by. Was like, "Oh, hey, somebody will be with you in a second." Um, a man who I don't know if he was the owner or a manager. He was giving manager vibes. He's an older guy, bald headed guy. All the workers in the restaurant were black. I think there was one white woman who was a waitress. So it was giving that this is a black owned restaurant. Okay, so I don't know. Does that make a difference, Cleo? No, not necessarily, but I do love to patronize, those kind of establishments if I can. But the person who I'm gonna call let's call him Kojak because he was bald. Kojak came by and said, "Be with you in a minute." No kind of
No warmth,
no warmth
no
at all. No,
none of
kind
that.
of pushing that. No warmth at all. Just be with you in a minute as he went to do something.
Clearly, that wasn't his job ever.
To be the host. Because I don't know who would be hiring somebody with that kind of energy to be the host of your restaurant.
Mm.
So we get seated, okay? Now we're seated. I'm gonna look at my notes because I want to be
It
fair.
took us a good 10 minutes to get seated
Yeah.
already.
Well, I'm gonna say sure, sure. I wouldn't even say 10 minutes. I'm gonna be generous, and
8.
and and, and I'm gonna say it was 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna round down, okay?
10.
So about 5 minutes later, the same man after we were seated, he came back for our drink order. Not an unreasonable amount of time, right?
Mm.
And we were pretty much ready. We gave our food order as well. I don't know. To me,
No, we got the drinks and then we gave the food order.
he went and got the drinks. Okay, I thought we did it at the same time. Okay, so we did the drinks and he went and got them and came back. So to
And
me,
that was kinda quick, so, okay.
yeah, it was fast. And to me, when people order a lot of food, you think because once again we're in a even though we were paying for this ourselves, we were in a let's try mood. At least I was. I was still in a this is vacation. Let's try stuff, right? We don't live here. Let's try a couple of different things. So uh we got the fried catfish plate, which is like two like full the whole catfish. They didn't put the heads on it, but the whole two whole catfish and French fries, tartar sauce, cornbread. We both got the
Chicken and
waffle chicken and
waffles.
waffles, which was two whole wings and waffles.
Mhm.
And we also got because I wanted to try the fried chicken plate. It had like 4 pieces of chicken, a leg, a thigh, a wing. Was that it? Was it three? Just three
It was
pieces.
3 pieces.
3 pieces, and then mac and
Mac and cheese,
cheese and mashed potatoes.
potatoes, and a
So,
cornbread.
well, cornbread came with the other thing. So the okay, fine. To me, if I'm a worker and these people order this much food, I'm a little chip cheerio. I'm a little. Hey, the tip's going to reflect it. It's like there's a little energy. I mean, am I
Yeah.
asking for too much?
From what we've
From
agreed it at, I had no
Yeah,
expectation
well,
of great
especially
again.
well, Kojak delivered on your expectations. He took the order, okay, and then so we're sitting there. The ambiance itself, as I wrote here, the restaurant itself has a nice jazz music playing and a quiet hum of patrons enjoying themselves. Okay, that's what I wrote to myself. There are families here. There are young
Right.
adults,
Mhm.
and it's a general mix of patrons.
Right.
There were blacks, whites, intermingled eating. Is a environment. Okay, now I did notice that my lemonade was a refill of $2, $1.95. Okay. Now the lemonade,
One would whenever there's no free refills, they're supposed to let you know.
no one said anything, but it was written in the
It was written
on the menu
the
card. Yeah,
but still.
yeah. And that's fine. The lemonade for me was a little light on lemon, heavy on lemon extract or lemon. Whatever that lemon thing comes in a
Yeah, I know what
squeeze
you're talking about.
thing. Maybe it felt like she was heavy on her, and not heavy on fresh lemons
Okay,
to me.
okay.
But okay, I'll give it to you. Uh, and I will say, that the servers around us, they were very with it. Every other server, I heard like the girl behind me talking to the woman, "How are you? How are you guys doing? How can I help you?" Bright, light, which once again let me know that the man who was serving us, Kojak, was not the usual server.
Right.
But
He was filling in.
he was feeling that. But it doesn't matter because this was what was how he was our server that day. He was a couple people servers that day.
Right.
So we put our order in around 2:45 p.m. It 10 minutes later happened. Of course, you're not expecting your food. 20 minutes later, you're thinking about it. You're going, well, I did order whole catfish. Maybe that slowed things down. We do have to fry the chicken,
Mhm.
right? It's fresh. Give them a thing. 25 minutes. Then you look over and you see the table with the white people who order their food after you have gotten their food.
Really? Mm,
Yes, I saw that. I knew it wasn't nothing to do with race. Don't come for me. But I'm just saying that's just who it was. And then 30 minutes come, we still don't have our food.
I think we were totally oblivious for a minute because maybe because we waited so long at one point, I think we just got on our phones and started, like,
Yes, but I
playing
was aware the
individually.
whole time. We were playing
We were
individually,
kinda
yes.
aware about the food taking kinda long, but then I realized behind me or whatever, "Wait a minute, they were seated before we got there, and they hadn't gotten
They
their
still
food."
hadn't gotten their food. Yes, so it wasn't just us, it was some other people too.
Right.
35 minutes later, the table next to us get their food, who had ordered maybe did we order before them?
No.
They may have ordered maybe 3 or 4 minutes before us. I stopped the server lady. Actually, I stopped her around.
Another
I
server lady.
stopped her at 30 minutes. I stopped her. I said, "Hey, we've been here for about a half hour. We haven't heard anything about is the food coming up?" And that's the thing. It's okay if it takes time to cook the food. What's not okay is to leave us hanging and not come by and say, "Hey, man, I know it's been 25 minutes, but it's coming up. I know it's been 30 minutes. It's coming up. Can I get you some extra lemonade there? Can I get you an extra
Or comp the drinks or
yeah,
something.
let me come the drinks for you since it's taking so long. Just how about dessert on us because it took you 40 minutes to get your food,
Right.
which is how long it took. It took 40 minutes later, about 3:25. Yes, I documented it because I was thinking about putting a Yelp review down,
I thought you were.
and but I decided I want to save it for the podcast
Mm.
instead, and I still may cut and paste this and put it in the Yelp review. But anyway, so after we got our food and we're eating it, and the food was fine. Like I didn't eat my waffle. I ate the waffle. I thought the waffle was giving.
The waffle was fine for me. It was just a regular
It
waffle.
was just a regular box mix waffle to me, and so I ate. I didn't even eat.
I didn't feel it was boxed.
I didn't eat half of my waffle. There were 3 squares, and I don't not eat food. But I was just like, "This ain't worth the calories. I'm not eating this."
My waffle was fine.
E that's it. It was just fine, and I wanted my waffle to be flavorful and delicious and da 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 da. It was light, it was crispy, but the flavor wasn't flavoring for me. The chicken was good.
Chicken was a
Chicken
little too hard.
See, I don't mind my chicken fried
I don't
crispy.
want
Shannon
hard
doesn't
chicken.
like crisp hard chicken. I don't mind it. I found the chicken good. I found the fish was fried well, and it was flavored well, but there's something going on, y'all, right now with the catfish. Do y'all know what's going on with the catfish in the world today? The the
You sure
the
it's
texture is
not you?
inconsistent. It's not me. I'm a connoisseur of catfish. Sometimes you get catfish and the texture feels almost like it's not even catfish because catfish is a flaky fish. And sometimes you get people's catfish and it feels there's no flakiness. It almost makes me feel like it's not catfish. So I'm trying to think, is it because, and the chefs out there, please tell me, do you think it's because the catfish has been fried too long? Is that what's making the catfish not flaky and making it feel like maybe I'm thinking, is this tilapia? What is
Could be
this?
bad fish, it could be a combination of
But so many people with
all
bad
that.
fish, I don't know. I just feel like something is going on with how people are preparing catfish because when I cook catfish at my house, the catfish is not like that. When I buy catfish from the store, especially if she's fresh catfish. But anyway, I digress. So the catfish was fine. I ate it.
It looked cooked hard to me.
It wasn't. I mean, it was fried a little bit crispy, but it was very still moist on the inside and stuff. The chicken itself was good enough. It was fried crispy. It probably could have come out a minute earlier, or maybe it was fried too fast. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can fry your heat can be up too high, and it burns the outside before the inside gets done. And so that could have been maybe what happened as well.
What, the chicken?
Yeah, with the chicken, which is why it was hard because it was like the heat was so hot in the grease,
It wasn't right.
but the chicken wasn't ready. But the seasoning was good. Uh, the mac and cheese. I'm gonna let you say it because you had a strong opinion about the mac and cheese.
It wasn't good to me. I mean, it was okay.
Uh,
I felt peppery.
and you said it was meh.
It was.
You said it was meh.
Yeah.
Now the mashed potatoes, which you didn't try, but the mashed potatoes, the gravy was particularly good. I taste a little vinegar in it. I said, I gotta try that myself. Um, and the mashed potatoes were good. Overall, the restaurant itself, it sounds the food. I'm gonna give it a B. If we had would have had a better waiter, a B plus.
Mm.
But because of the Kojak was so. Listen, after we got our food, and maybe after the kitchen slowed down, he was a little bit more attentive with the drinks. Like, oh, y'all need another lemonade. You need another whatever. Like he was hitting us with that
Near the end, he
near
was
the
like,
end.
"Hey," he was asking us questions,
Yeah,
but,
before that,
that's tip time.
but that's exactly
That's too late.
it's too late. But speaking of tip time, let's talk about that. We spent a lot of time on this restaurant, but that's okay. It's two grooms in a pot, and this is what the grooms went through this past week. Tip time came. No, guys, when you go to Cassandra's on the river, everybody tips automatically. Gratuity is automatic. Whether you're one person
Mm.
or 15. I think it was
They've been burned enough.
right. They've been they've been burning up, but because they're right next to the Bally's Riverboat casino, I guess. And I guess too many of y'all don't come in there and not doing what you're supposed to do in there. So they, you know,
Maybe that's why his attitude's like that. I'm getting my money anyway.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I think they charge 17 or 18 automatically. I would, of course, went to 20, but I didn't when I saw that it was automatic. Like, I don't like you. Two people and you force gratuity on us?
I guess maybe it is a restaurant where more than 2 people usually come. We were the only well, I take that back. A lady she was by herself.
No, but the receipt specifically said gratuity is what does it say? Gratuity is added for parties of one or more. Girl, who
So it's for
is there a
everybody.
point five, bitch? That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
For parties with one or more. First of all, there's no parties with one, but okay. But yeah,
They got their money.
they got their money. And listen, I'm not gonna tell y'all not to go. Go give it a shot because you may get a better. You will most likely get a better waiter than what we had. And what rest and I hate it. I said this to you when we was coming in. You almost expect a little bit of attitude when you go into a black restaurant like that. You expect a little bit of sass. When I said, "Oh, okay, this is where we are." Okay, I expect a little bit of attitude, but it would have been nice if they would have been an exception to that rule. That if he wouldn't have been a stereotype and leaned into that. But otherwise,
But I'm used to that, but I kind of figured once he walked in what we were gonna get.
hmm
I wanted to be proven wrong, yes.
mm,
But I would go again just to find out whether that was just a one-time thing or was that just we caught them on a bad day.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. You know, s- this reminds me this trip. So I was telling a friend about the trip, and it, and this is how he was. I was so talk to me about the trip. Be excited. You want to share the news. Of how how a a listener who's like family, you know, took us on this trip.
Mhm.
Uh, talk to me about that. And I'm your friend, and I'm listening to you tell me about the trip.
What do you mean, me be excited?
Yes, you're excited. You went on the trip. You're you, and you're telling me I'm your friend who did not go on the trip,
Right.
but you're telling me about the trip. And we're on the phone talking, and I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what he was doing, but I'm tell you what it felt like what he was doing while we were on the phone. Okay, go ahead.
So I went this place and we had a great weekend.
What
We
y'all
did this, we
do?
did that, blah blah.
What's happened?
Well, we did this and we saw that and
Mm,
we ate this and we ate that and
mm,
we had a great time. And then after that, we did this, we did
mm-hmm,
that.
mm, okay.
That means they were busy.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
No, that's not what that means. Cause do this. Now ask me, say, girl, what happened with you and old boy while we talk? So go start talk about what you did, and
Okay.
then ask me about me. Mm-hmm.
So what's going on with you?
Girl, that ice girl. Girl, you know what he did, girl. And he did. Girl, you throw it up,
So you
girl.
feel bad because he wasn't listening to you?
I didn't feel bad. I just thought it was kind of shitty. Like, girl, hype me up. Hype me up. I'm talking about my stuff, and you giving me half the energy. Like, hype me up.
He didn't want to hear about you.
You could tell that I was excited. Meet me where I am. Meet
You
me.
weren't talking about him. You were talking about you.
And I was thinking about that. I said, Cleo.
Did that open your eyes a little bit?
No, my eyes have been open. I was like, Cleo, but I would think that she would sometimes, honey. Does it have to be about you all the time, girl? And it's not about her.
Oh yeah, for some people, yeah.
It's not about her 100% of the time, but sometimes it's got to be about her 70% of the time, 65.
Mm, okay.
Am I being generous?
Yeah,
I'm being too generous.
probably.
I'm just trying to be fair, but I'm just
There
like,
are some friends who they're only excited about their own stories.
I don't like that. And I'm gonna tell her about herself. She probably, don't, and it's another thing. She probably,
Maybe it was just a moment. Maybe it was just something she's going through.
well, if she does it again, I'm keeping it in my back pocket. And you know what she gonna tell me when if I wait for something else to happen and I bring it up and go, and you also did it back when I was telling you about the casino. She gonna say, "Well, girl, why'd you wait to tell me now? And why'd you tell me back then about the?"
Right.
What she gonna say? But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Maybe she'll listen to this and then she'll call me and text me, "Girl, were you talking about me on the podcast? Was that me?" Yes, sis, it was you.
Hit dog holler.
Hit dog will holler. If you got to ask, is it me? Girl, you know it's you. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Talking about you. Come on, Millie the
See, I'm
Millie.
kind of like the other person sometimes. Sometimes friends will call me and this and that. I'm like, yeah. Mm.
But only if they're talking about, but that's only if they're talking about stuff that they always are talking about, right?
Yeah.
Not if your friend call you, they're truly excited about
Mm.
an experience they're having, and you're hitting them with that, you're a bad friend. You're a bad friend.
Yeah, that's
I'm,
true.
it, you know, I was really excited about this experience. I want to share it with someone who I care about,
Hmm.
who I thought would be excited for us.
Right.
and she wasn't giving. She was not meeting the assignment. And that just lets me know as we rise,
No,
who am I taking?
that's not the first time you've
Encounter that with her?
or with other people too. I
Well,
think
sure.
because sometimes you don't know it until you're out of it, or it happens so much. Then okay, wait a minute, because we've talked about this before,
Well,
haven't we?
I'm sure we have, but like I said, it just reminds me then. It reminds me that as we rise, there's only some people you can take so far because
No,
you got to be joyous for me.
no, I don't think it's that. I think it's anything you've talked about, like your work, about your art, about a lot of things, and
She's
they're
not
they're not
as
not
pumped.
necessarily him.
Okay, but different people.
Sorry, him or her.
Yes.
Um, people aren't as excited because it's likely so it's your stuff, but fake the funk a little bit because you are a friend.
If you are a real friend,
Yeah,
you're first of all, if you're a real friend, you're gonna be genuinely excited for your
yeah.
friends' experience. Like I'm genuinely excited if something has really moved my friend, and I'm just gonna be excited. I'm just gonna be excited for you. You excited? I'm excited. Okay, unless it's some dumb shit, and then I'm gonna be like, "Girl, that's what's going on?" But even if it's dumb, depending on the situation, I'm probably gonna just pump you up, girl, and talk about it later, and talk about it later when it's not the moment. You know?
Unless it's some things that you've heard before, and
Yeah, this is something I heard before. You know, and like my sister came in. This is not quite the same thing, but my sister came in to for the 4th of July when we all got together, and she had on these lashes that see my sister. Y'all, let me tell you about my sister. My sister rarely doesn't wear makeup. She rarely does wear makeup. She's a beauty, a natural beauty. She doesn't need it. But of course, she's a girly girl, and sometimes she likes to play with makeup. And this time she played with some lashes, and she came with the lashes. I said, "Girl, you look like Lunel with these lashes on, these butterfly lashes. You don't need them lashes. You're."
that was a stretch, not Lunel.
I know. I was.
They
I
were
was.
longer than what you've
Yeah,
ever seen her wear.
yeah. So for me, it was like Spider, but because I wasn't used to her wearing that kind of
Because I've
thing.
seen some lashes.
Yes, yes. I mean, yeah, I was being dramatic. Um, but if she would have come in all, "Ooh, I love my lashes. I look so pretty in these lashes," I wouldn't have said anything. I would have said something later, but not in that moment. In that moment, I'd be like, "Oh, girl, get it." I would have hyped her up. And then maybe a week from now, when the lashes are off, I'm like, "Girl, can I tell you the truth about something?"
But I ain't being your true friend
When
then,
you came
right?
in with them lashes, girl, I was like, "No."
You should have told her then. You should have told her
No, I
as
did
I
tell her.
you didn't at that moment, you were like, "Oh, yeah." You could have been honest.
I was honest with my sister at the 4th of July party. Did you not hear me tell her? I just said she looked like
Not at
Linnell.
not at the beginning,
I didn't
at
say
the
nothing
end.
about him. I'm examining. I'm examining, making sure I feel that way. He messed
You
it up.
wanted to see how well she liked them, how
No, I was just really trying to figure out how I liked him because she really wasn't talking about him like that. And then she said she didn't care for him. And then I was like, "Yeah, good. I'm glad you didn't care for him." I mean, I did wait for her to say she didn't care for him. And I was glad that she said that because then I could say what I wanted to say. You know, so you got
you
some
didn't wanna
things.
poo-poo on it.
Yeah, some things are about timing. Like I have a friend, like who I went to dinner with last night, the people I went to dinner with the other night. I said, "I can finally tell you something." I said, I told her this. I said, your little kid, she looked like this woman that we both work with that we don't think is the best. Let's call her some. I'm not gonna say her, I'm not gonna rhyme her name, but there's a woman that we work with that I always thought her look when her child was a toddler. She looked like this woman, squishy face, not cute. Not that the baby wasn't cute, but she reminded me of the woman,
Mm,
if that makes sense. Because the baby was still cute, for the record, but she just reminded me of the woman. I just knew she probably didn't want to hear that her baby
mm.
reminded me of that woman.
Nobody
But
does.
now her baby doesn't look nothing like that woman to me anymore. And so I said, "Listen, I can tell you after all these years, I've been holding this in. That I thought when your baby was a baby and a little bit toddler, I thought that she looked like that woman.
Mm-mm.
Now she was like, oh, she's like, oh my god, I'm glad you. I don't know what did she say. Did she say, oh, I'm glad you didn't tell me that. Um, I don't know, but even after I said, I was like, maybe I should have just took that to my
You
grave.
should have.
I don't, I don't know. So if I offended my friend, I'm sorry, friend. Um, with
I
that,
would have been offended.
that I thought your baby used to look like somebody that we don't care for.
Yes, because that's a negative connotation with the kids,
Well,
don't you think?
I didn't mean it. She's not like that anymore. She was, but no. Then she said, "Oh yes," she said she was she could be a little ugly baby. She said that, and she brought out old picture. Maybe she used the word ugly. She said something like, I don't know, but it was kind of ugly was
Okay,
implied. And she showed this old picture of her, which I thought she was just going on because the baby was plump and okay.
didn't look like
Hopefully,
that.
y'all care about that. This. Um, because baby,
Some little babies are funny looking. They're
some
not
some
cute.
are.
Not every baby's cute.
Not every baby is cute. Um, and okay, so I have been on this quest, still on the quest to find the perfect caramel cake, to make the perfect caramel cake or caramel, depending on
Mhm,
where you're from. Um, and I made one pretty, got this great little pan. Uh, and I was talking to one of my friends about it because the original caramel cake that I'm trying to make, my girlfriend, my high school girlfriend's mom made it for us one day. And, you know, my high school girlfriend and I went to college together. I came out in college. There were, some tears and I'm sure that some anger on her side of her family for, me hurting their child, which is totally fair. Uh,
such is
but
life.
years later, when her mom followed me on Facebook, I said to her in the message, "Oh, hey, I still think about that caramel cake you made. Any chance you want to share the recipe with me?"
Mhm,
Left me on red, bitch. Left me on red.
mm,
Said nothing. So I'm still trying to figure out my own version of that cake,
mhm.
which I have committed to myself that I'll probably never find it because there's probably I was 18, small town, country living, like it was my first time having a caramel cake. Like,
Mhm.
it's probably the memory of the cake is probably so just has the cake untouchable. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and maybe it wasn't
It might even been
it
that
may not have
great,
been that great how you picturing it.
but
Maybe
because it
you're
was the first time I'd ever had it,
yeah, maybe that's it.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell myself. It's very
But
much
you'll never know because you're
I'll
not gonna
never know
get it again, so
'cause
you can't really judge it
I
anymore.
can't. So I'll be forever chasing the memory of the caramel cake.
Let it go.
No. I'm not letting it go.
You need to let it go because 'cause I'm tired of adding on pounds because 'cause you're trying to make it work.
It'll be a once a month trial.
Oh, Lord.
Once a month, I'll try it.
Mm,
Uh, okay. So I think we're gonna save our next episode, episode 65, to talk about uh life after 50 and making goals for yourself after 50, the next stage of your life. And I think even though we're talking about life after 50, it's really for anybody, the stuff we're going to be talking about. But I think since we're 50 minutes into this episode, we might as well stay on this non sequitur of of topics that we have going on. You know, I think it's a, I think it's a good place to be.
okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I saw this viral video that went out about this man, and he is sitting on the couch. And he tells his toddler, "Go get daddy one of these." it's his beer, right? It's a canned beer.
Mhm.
And, the boy, he's walking fine, but, barely. He's not kindergarten. He's probably like 4 or 3. The mom is filming it. The baby goes to the refrigerator. The dad's leaning with anticipation. Oh, this is going to be a big milestone if the kid can go get this beer from the refrigerator. And the kid comes back with the beer. Everybody's hooping and hollering like they just won the NBA Finals
Mhm.
or Oscar. I am judging.
Why?
I'm judging.
Why?
Why are you setting your kid to be your beer fetcher? Children to me, should have no contact with alcohol. You almost even shouldn't even be drinking in front of kids. But I know that is unrealistic. I know that there are people smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, drinking, getting drunk, shoot, doing drugs in front of their kids.
You're worried about the
You,
thing he had to get.
I'm worried
Look,
about the thing the
our
kid had to
daddy
get.
my dad was telling me to get stuff, the remote, the control where he coulda gotten up and got it off
That's
the
fine.
TV,
Yes, we've all
telling me to
had
get his
that.
shoes,
Yes, that's fine.
whatever.
That's fine. Children should go fetch. That's fine. But to me, what are you gonna say when you come in and the child done cracked the beer open and is,
I don't think it's any different
drinking a little beer?
than actually drinking or smoking in front of him. It's
I don't
him going to get it ain't, the thing that
yeah.
he's doing it in front of him, I guess.
And I know that I'm in the minority. I grew up in a very you wouldn't know it, in a very conservative home where we didn't curse, there was no drinking and stuff in the house. So, I guess for me, my childhood was very sheltered.
Okay.
So when I see people who like this, which is clearly not sheltered, to me, that's not sheltered. The kid is fetching beer. That's not very sheltered.
Well, yeah, my dad drank, but he never drank at home like that.
Mm-hmm.
He never said, "Go get this beer." It would always be, his sweet tea or
Mm-hmm.
lemonade or whatever. He didn't drink a lot at home, but I would see him drinking a lot
Mm-hmm.
out and about.
But maybe I'm wrong.
So,
And if I'm wrong, y'all tell me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is it wrong to have your 4-year-old, 3-year-old toddler go to the refrigerator and fetch your beer? To me, it's like saying, go in there and get my cigarettes out the bedroom, which I can hear somebody saying. That's to me, that's just not cute. Your kids should not be coming into contact with anything that they are too young to partake in.
I get it.
To
So you're
me,
saying that as he gets older, he's gonna be like, "What's in this drink I'm getting from
yeah,
daddy?
so
Let me just open it up
normalized.
and then start drinking."
Little budding
My daddy
alcoholic.
does it, so this must
Yes.
be cool.
Mhm.
Well,
Yes.
that's your point. Okay.
That's my point.
Okay.
It's the gateway. It's the
My thing
gateway.
is if I'm looking at my parents or uncles or whatever and I wanna be like them, even if I didn't get it for them, I'm gonna be thinking, "Okay, that's what I'm gonna be doing as soon as I'm
Mhm.
old enough to do it."
Yeah,
You
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know how you can shelter your kids from that. Like, if you're at a party, a family party, you're not gonna be not alcoholic at a barbecue.
No, no, you're not. But I think drinking in front of them as adults, this is what adults do. Even if you had to curse, you say, "Nope, you don't curse. 'Cause you're not an adult. You have to stay in a child's place and do it." Like, there are certain things they have to learn boundaries. But I just feel for me, the go fetch the thing is not cool.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not cool
Alright.
to me.
And that may be,
Mhm.
a thing for a lot of people.
Yeah.
My thing is seeing them do it, it's kinda like the same.
I don't
It
think
maybe it's a
so.
fine line,
But we
I
can
guess.
agree, disagree.
Okay.
Y'all can tell us in the comments what y'all think about it. Uh, okay. So Shannon helped me remember. He texted me after our last episode where we could not remember our sign off saying. Oh, wait a minute. Before we talk about our sign off saying, Shannon, did you notice the new
I noticed
graphic?
that I didn't give approval to,
No, listen.
but let's not go down that road.
I don't wanna get caught down in bureaucracy. It you know, listen, it's a good logo shift. We have a new logo, y'all. Did I go to Shannon and go, "Hey, look at this, approve this"? No, I didn't. I didn't. But you know what? I also didn't do it with the first one. And the last time I tried to do it, it was such a big convolution that nothing happened. And it's that whole analysis by paralysis.
No, that's not it.
When there's too many cooks in the kitchen,
No.
nothing happens.
I wanna see my likeness. I don't wanna see my likeness for the first time publicly. That make sense?
Fine. Next time I make a change, I'll make sure you see it before I post it. But don't be mad if you say don't post it and I post it anyway if I think it should be posted.
Then I'll have a different issue.
Fine. Fine.
I
Then
wanna
we
know what I wanna know.
fine. Fine.
I don't like being surprised like that.
Was it not a good surprise?
Some surprises are good, some
Was
surprises
this
are great.
was this one in particular? Was it a good one?
Yeah.
You see? Trust me.
I trust you.
Mhm.
That's not what the issue is.
I hear
Wanted
you.
to know.
I hear you. And I hear you and I understand you. And I'll do better.
Thank you.
And I'll also do what I said I was gonna do. But I'll do better. Okay. So, as I was about to say, so Shannon reminded me of what our end of the show sign off. And I just want to, make sure we get back to that because it was a good one, and um, you know, think it's good because you are fabulous, and you
Can do this.
can do this, and
You are
you are
loved.
loved. You are fabulous.
You
You
can
can
do
do
this,
this,
and
and
you're
you are
loved.
loved. Why are you laughing?
No. Nothing.
Why are you laughing? And I love the slogan of our new uh
Oh, that changed too?
of our like just like the little tagline. Yeah, it says real talk. Real talk, real love, real life. That's great.
Mm, I saw that. Yeah.
Hmm. It's cute. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna sign off. Thank y'all so much for listening, and we're gonna actually post this week. We're gonna get 2 episodes in 1 week. I mean, look at us. I said we're gonna try to do 2 episodes a week, and we're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're not gonna
Yeah.
try. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do
Okay.
it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, Linda. We're
All
gonna
right.
do it.
I'm here for it.
The weekend and midweek. That's the goal. Weekend and midweek. Oh, did I tell you that I also that I also bought an ad on Spotify. Just a
Oh,
small one.
okay.
And it's probably not the best ad, but we gotta start somewhere. And I also bought like a little bit of like I bought an ad for Instagram as well. Just a little something to promote it. Because we gotta be proactive.
Okay.
We gotta be proactive. We wanna reach the masses. We wanna reach out and touch somebody's hand, make this world a better place. If you can. Okay, okay. All right. One more thing. One more
You
thing.
keep talking.
And then we're gonna sign off.
All right.
Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race, the lip sync between Kennedy Davenport and Akira Davenport. Akira C. Davenport. Listen, if y'all haven't seen it, I'm sure you've seen it. It's going viral all over the place. One of the best lip syncs in 2026, easily, in the last 5 years. Let's go ahead and give it one of the best lip syncs in Drag Race history.
Mhm.
Like it's going to be in the top 10. It just I don't know who it booted out. It booted somebody out, but it's in the definitely one of the best lip syncs in Drag Race history, and I'm so here for it. And as people said, if any time, I think you said this, it should have been a double Shantae. I love RuPaul, and usually will ride with her even in her wrong because people be trying to
I
cover
don't
her.
ride with her when she's wrong.
People be trying to cover her too much on the internet, so I be riding for her even when she wrong sometimes. But she was wrong on this one to me. She got it wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think she got it wrong on purpose, but she's got it wrong,
She got it
sis.
wrong.
She got it wrong. There should have been a double Shantae. It
Yeah.
should have been double Shantae.
I
Like,
think she thought about it for a minute.
I'm sure Akiria and Kennedy killed it when in my mind when I see Kennedy faint, when I see Akiria, her face, just the way she painted her face, her eyes were open and I could see the expression. Kennedy's makeup was a little bit dark, so it was hard to see the facial, like the communication with the eyes. I mean, the face was there, the body was there, but I lost a little bit of the communication with the eyes in the story there.
Right.
And I'm just thinking how those wigs was shaking and oh girl, the lip sync was fabulous. If you haven't seen it yet, I don't know where you've been, but you should go check it out. And on that note, thank you so much for listening to Two Grooms.
In a pod.
I'm Cleo.
And I'm Shannon.
And we will see you next time.
Yes.
Ta ta.
Good night.